Oh boy.
Hey everyone, it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts. So we're trying something a little bit different this afternoon. I've got my love of my life, Mr. MK, here with me. And we just had kind of a long list of things to talk about today. Some things that Paul has been kind of doing behind the scenes as I've been busy. He did some polls, right? Asked you guys some questions about the video rentals and stuff. And so we thought we would just kind of come to you together today and talk through a few things, and then he can let you know some things that he's planning and changes that he's hoping to make, mostly with regard to the videos. Hey, Cricket. All right, so hopefully more people will jump on. Otherwise, we will post this up on YouTube and whatnot after the fact. All right?
Check out the website, always near the top.
Okay. All right. So the first thing on my list is the line drawing webinar that I am planning for next week. Oh my gosh, you guys. I really had no idea that there was still this big interest level and in these line drawings. So I thought what I would do today is just step back a little bit and give you just a little bit of a history of how this all started. So as you guys know, I've been teaching my special brand of Pro Stitcher Sim style classes since about the end of 2016. So in the fall of 2016 is when I started doing that. And when I initially started teaching, I was not using any sort of a line drawing. And all the line drawing is to represent whatever quilt that I am instructing on so that you have, when you're taking the class, some sort of a visual with what it is that we're working on, okay? Never did I plan for the line drawing to kind of be actually part of the instruction. It was just meant to be a visual. But along the way, you know, I started using them, people started asking about them, and really focusing in on them more than I ever really wanted people to. I wanted you to focus on the instruction and what we were doing, but this line drawing business kept coming up. So I have just decided to step back and let you guys take this webinar and see how I do it. Now, a couple of things. I certainly have a lot of line drawings that I can either dream up or go back and reference. But for those of you who got in to do the webinar live next week, if you have a quilt that maybe you have coming up in your studio that you would like me to consider using as an example in the webinar, just reach out to me. I'm going to be finalizing all of this for the webinar this weekend, okay? So I really need you to reach out to me now. Leanne, I will do that one that you sent to me, okay? So Leanne sent me a line drawing example that would be blocks on point, square within a square, on point, sashes, and stuff like that, okay? So I will do that one, but if anybody has anything else, just go ahead and send it. Okay, so next week's webinar is sold out, and this is kind of a product of our hosting site right now. We can only take a certain number of people in a live webinar. So that's just kind of why we had to do that. Mr. MK has to take up one of the spots because he needs to record it and watch the chat. But we are going to put it up on the rental site. He can talk more about that. We're going to put it up for $20 for 2 weeks on sale so that anybody that really wanted to get in on it and couldn't but wants the instruction can get that. And then after that, we will reevaluate and maybe just include it with my other videos at a different price. Okay, so if you want this line drawing instruction, watch for it next week. Okay, so videos. I'm just going to let Mr. MK talk a little bit about what he's been working on with regard to the videos and kind of why he put these poll questions out to you guys. So, Paul, what were you seeing going on with video sales, video rentals, and questions that were coming across?
Well, I was running into a surprising number of people that had to watch videos someplace else because they didn't have the bandwidth to watch the videos. You know, they were having basically bandwidth problems watching them for one reason or the other. And so I took a poll on who would want an offline copy of the videos. Now, our concern obviously is not our customers, but potentially our competitors taking our videos and sending them out there, using them for their own benefit, and we'd like to sort of maintain control of that. But from a usage perspective, I looked at being able to download them, and our files are of such high definition right now that in order to see all the lettering and everything on Pro Stitcher when you're talking about it and things, these files for a 35-minute video can be 1 gig in size. So some of your videos that have run over
2.5 hours are some of the videos. They can be 4
gigs in size. So not only am I having trouble loading files that size up to our website for download, it's just, they're so large, there's file size limits and other things, that what I can do immediately is to offer these videos on USB. So I can send you a USB stick with your videos on it, so that you can watch them locally. They'll even watch on your Pro Stitcher tablet. If you plug them in the USB port, the window should pop up, and all of the Windows operating systems and Macs will have a video player that should play an MP4 video. So that was the type of feedback I was getting. I know everybody would like to have a free download or whatever. So to keep it short, make sure you're signed up for Melissa's newsletter. I will be putting together an article on this, and what we will be offering is, for any videos you buy on the Yondo site, for $15, I will copy them to a USB stick and mail them to you. Now, there's more details involved, but it should be the simplest way of getting you a permanent hard copy. We're just appending a 15-second copyright to the front, so that if somebody does post them to YouTube, I can call YouTube and have it taken down. So that's about it.
All right, so one of the things, you guys, with the videos, again, a little bit of history. When I started teaching the videos and I was doing one-on-one sessions and group sessions, I was doing downloads and then re-uploading them to a place where my clients could watch them after the fact. And for me personally, that got to be way too laborious, okay? It was taking up too much of my time to do that. And so that's why we thought that the Yondo rental site was a good alternative. And it's basically been a good site for us. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. But like Paul said, there are just some of you who are in areas with bad internet, or, you know, just whatever the issue. And we don't want you not to get the instruction just because of internet or connectivity issues. So we're willing to go back kind of to the original way. The download is just not going to be an option because of the size of the files. But so here is my pitch to you guys. If there's anybody watching, or if you know of any other people or whatever, now is the time to rent the videos, and consider renting like all of them. Okay, and so that we can just send it one time.
Yeah, so obviously I have to pay for the USB and the shipping and everything else, but if you buy multiple videos, that $15 is really distributed as a cost on top of the video. So you get a better bang for your buck if you just buy 4 at a time. You know, you'll be able to watch them then. Yeah.
So we're willing to do that for you. That is going to require some time on Mr. MK's part, so it's not going to be immediate. Now, for people who have already purchased the videos, we can do the same thing. If you want to consider purchasing more, so that you have a bundle of, you get whatever you want of what you've previously got, what you want now in the future. We'll bundle it all together and we will send that to you, okay? And, with the copyright thing, I am just going to trust you guys. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I want you to understand that, a lot of people reach out to me still, even now, and they say, MK, you give so much instruction away for free. I had a lady call me today. I don't know who she was. I don't even know where she called from, but she's like, I found you on YouTube. Your videos are so helpful, but how do I do this? And I'm like, well, I do have the YouTube content, but if you really want me to answer what you're asking me, that is the instruction that I save for my paying clients. And I don't know if you notice online, there's a car just pulled in, and Samson is probably going to bark.
Guard
dog. But the instruction that I put in my layout and rendering series, that is for higher instruction. Why don't you go and pull the blinds?
Well,
Paul's going to go and pull the blinds. So
and just so you notice,
see.
Sammy needs a haircut. That's why we have to charge for these videos.
So, you guys, I don't know if you watch the boards or if you really pay attention to my YouTube content. I do not give my instruction that is included in my layout and rendering series. I don't allow that to be put out there for the most part for free, because I have had so many of you pay for that content, and I just don't feel that that's right, that I all of a sudden start giving that content away for free. So I am here to help. It's in my heart to help. I do put a lot out there. I answer as many questions as well as I can. I do that a lot because I want to be helpful, and I know what it's like to be where you are sometimes and not have somebody close to you or whatever for support and training. But my paid content, that is kind of the bulk of what I do and what I teach, and that's part of our living, how we make our living. Okay, so we appreciate you respecting that. Anything else on the videos? That was kind of...
No, like I said, I'll put a lot of detail together for the newsletter article, just so people understand. I'm not giving up on the idea of providing downloadable content, but when we do future videos, we might have to reduce the resolution of the screen you're using, and there's a lot of trade-offs in trying to produce smaller quality videos. So we haven't given up, but she's got me working on a whole lot more stuff, and I tell you,
yeah,
she's a tough boss.
His to-do list is growing and getting longer. Okay, so just hang out, Mr. MK. We might have some more things for you to talk about. Okay, so how do I sign up for the newsletter? Okay, go ahead.
On the front page. I made it really prominent, or you hit the contact us, and it's on there as well. So
mkquilts.com.
All
right.
Quilts.
And just to know with the newsletter, you guys, I try to cover as much as I can in these weekly live feeds, and we put, a lot of that in the newsletter as well. But we'll try to put new stuff in there too, and different things, and we can put pictures and links and videos, and so I love talking. I love coming to you in these live feeds, but the newsletter is a way for us to really plug a lot of the stuff and the links and all of that in there. Okay, all right, so I want to talk next about my upcoming events. So my first one coming up in a couple of weeks is going to be in Haymarket, Virginia. And just remember, I'm going there for private instruction with a new owner, a gal who bought a Pro Stitcher, or an Amara with Pro Stitcher from us. And I am going up there for personalized training. But I'm adding on as an option for anybody that's in the area, at least one day. Yeah, I think it's just one day. April 23rd, that's a Monday. Full day of Pro Stitcher Sim Style training with MK. So that's in Haymarket, Virginia, and that is up on the website. Then I've got the stop in May, 2 stops in May in Franklin. I'm sorry, the first one is in Ellijay, Georgia. That is on Tuesday, May the 15th. That is at a quilt guild. A friend of mine has invited me. I'm going to do a trunk show and lecture. That is open to the public. All of that information, again, on mkquilts.com. Then I'm going to be in Franklin, North Carolina. That is on Saturday, May 19th, and that is at another shop. Okay, so to register for the Franklin, North Carolina, that's at Walker Quilt Company, and you'll have to check out their website or give them a call. And again, all of that is up on my website with a link to theirs. All right, then Mr. MK and I will be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas the very last weekend in July. Pay attention.
There's
right
finally
here.
someone cuter than you on the video.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Okay, end of July, Paul and I are actually going to be in Texas for a Senegence conference. Okay, that's the makeup and lipstick and all that I'm selling. But I'm open to staying longer or coming earlier and doing some Pro Stitcher Sim Style training while I'm in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Actually, I think where we're going to be is Arlington. It's all kind of in that same region. Okay, new stuff that I've added to the list. In August, my first stop is going to be in Vicksburg, Michigan. And I had originally listed that as Kalamazoo. It's very near Kalamazoo. But I'm extending that to a 2-day event. May even be a 3-day event. I have to talk to my host, but my host is actually here in Florida this week. She came and spent Sunday with us, Easter Sunday, her and her family. So great to just meet when you guys are in town, she just reached out to me. Can I like come and see you when I'm in town? Yes, of course. So it was great seeing her, but she's vacationing and with her family. So when she gets back, we will nail down the details on the Vicksburg, Michigan, and that's going to be Friday and Saturday, August 10th and 11th. Now, one of the reasons why I am extending some of these trainings, you guys, is because I have begun to realize that one full day with me, like a 6-hour day of Pro Stitcher Sim style, the MK way, and you guys are a total overload, okay? It's a lot of information taken in one day. So I really am going to try to break them down into 2 days. And that's what I'm planning in Michigan. But I am also planning to add on piecing classes to my travels. Now, the one I'm going to be offering this summer is we'll just hold it up for a second, is my double wedding ring class. Okay, this is a piecing class that I have been teaching for several years. It actually is a Quilt Smart process. So if you've heard of Quilt Smart is printed interfacing. There is no curved piecing in that entire quilt. It's very simple. I love teaching it and everybody loves taking it. We do a small project in class. It's basically like a 5-hour class. And so when I'm traveling to do Pro Stitcher stuff, I might as well add this on if you guys have a small group of ladies or guild people that maybe aren't necessarily long armors, have no interest in the Pro Stitcher stuff, but maybe they'd like to do a piecing class with me. All right, so I am adding that on to some of my stops this summer. All right, so that may be an add-on for the Michigan trip. Again, I got to talk to my host when she is done vacationing at Disney. All right. Next after that is a new stop
Cricket.
that I'm...
Sorry. Yay, Chris, thank you.
Okay. So the next stop is a new stop that I've added on, and that is going to be in Vincennes. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Indiana. My host in Indiana is a gal that I met here. She was, again, vacationing in Florida. She took one of my sim classes while she was here, and she said she would love to have me up where she's at most of her life, okay, in Indiana. So Vincennes, Indiana, Tuesday, August 21st, we're going to do that piecing class, okay, so the double wedding ring. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, I guess it must be, yep, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, so Tuesday is the piecing class. Wednesday and Thursday, August 22nd and 23rd, will be the 2-day Pro Stitcher Sim Style class, okay? All right, so that takes me through August. In the middle there, I am going to be in Minnesota. I had previously asked if there was anybody in Minnesota who wanted to host me, and I am still... How close are you to Sarasota? Okay, Diana, I was just down in Sarasota teaching like 3 weeks ago. Sorry.
It's under 2 hours to get up here, though.
Yeah, but if you want to come up here for private instruction, you guys, anybody who's close or local to me, you're welcome to come up here, set up a day, just reach out to me. I'll talk to you about my private instruction rates and all of that. Certainly, we can plan that. I would love that. I love hosting you guys here. Okay, okay, so that, back to Minnesota. If I end up with a Minnesota gig, that's fine. If I don't, it's fine also, because I am going to be needing to see family. My mom's been having some stuff going on. I need to just spend some time with family. I got some girlfriends there from high school, so probably Minnesota is going to be a family trip, but I'm not opposed to it. So if anybody's there in Minnesota who wants to reach out to me, I will give you the dates on that. Okay, let's talk about new machines that just came out. Let's talk about Forte. Oh my gosh, you guys. So once again, Handy Quilter has done it again. They've come out with another fantastic machine. And the thing that I love about these last two machines, you guys, the Amara and the Forte, and why I'm so excited, and obviously why they're like the biggest launches in the history of Handy Quilter and everybody's buying them and all that, is because they have the fantastic functionality that I have loved in Mcfinity for all, these past 3 years. So you've got the programmable handlebars. You've got the laser light at the needle. You've just got streamlined, beautiful machine. You've got all those cords, hidden in the machine. There's not a lot of stuff up on top of the machine anymore. Now there is some cords out the back. Okay, you got to connect the machine to the Pro Stitcher and stuff like that, but it's very, very much more streamlined. So I am just over the moon excited about this, you guys. And we have already been sending out quotes to people. Paul and I are here together. So I really want you guys to understand what our approach with this is. We're happy to sell machines locally, but we're also happy to come to you where you are if you are looking for a retailer to help you out, okay? What do we feel is the added benefits from buying from us? We feel like, well, I feel like, by no means am I the know-it-all, 100% expert on Pro Stitcher.
Oh, you sure you are, dear.
But, I do feel like I have an awful lot of experience. I have the knowledge that you can tap into having me, that other people have to pay for that. If you are a machine owner, a new machine owner with Pro Stitcher, and you purchase from us, you're going to get Mr. MK's expertise on the tech side, on the service side. You're going to get my expertise on the Pro Stitcher side. Okay, so I guess that's just my story.
So check out the website. I've tried to put together a description of what we consider our unique service package. I mean, you're talking about a day with Melissa. I come out, set it up. Trust me, getting things set up right is very important. Balanced, timed, everything like that. Once it ships in, I mean, this is really, I've got it marked at about $1,000 if you, that's what they'd tack on if you went to a normal place and asked them for all this additional support. So check it out. It's linked on the front page of the website. Nice little video of the Forte, but that package is definitely something you should consider when you're comparing it to other people's offerings, because I make a statement on here, you won't pay retail with us, but we're not allowed to state the prices on our own website. So
okay, so our value is added built-in value, okay? One thing about the pricing, you guys, the Imara, when that was released a few months ago, they came out with introductory pricing, and now that pricing has gone away. The machine price has gone up. So same thing with Forte. I know that they were launching it this month just ahead of Paducah. There's going to be some specials I don't even know about yet for that. So you know what? If you're at all thinking about this, and if you're looking for a new retailer, we're not here to be predatory and we're just not, that's not how we are. If you have a good retailer, you got somebody locally from us both, that's fine. But if you're looking for somebody and you want to get us behind that deal, please reach out to us. We will come to where you are in the United States, and we can help you out with that, okay?
So we can give you a 30-day quote and try and attach it to the nearest show so we can get you the best show pricing and everything in that. This is not a decision you're going to make on a phone call in 24 hours, so we won't pressure you, but at least get that sheet of paper so that you know what the value is.
And even if you guys, you're not exactly sure, look, I don't mind. We got beautiful flyers printed up with my logo and everything on there. I've got all the machines. I've got the footprints. I've got the new tables that are coming out. Oh my gosh. And just as I say that, I have received permission from Handy Quilter to tell you this. I don't even think Mr. MK knows about this.
I think you mentioned it on your drunken walk the other night, but I'm not sure.
Jeez. We're going to have to cut that part out. Okay.
She'll never take me live again, I know.
So, all right. As you know, the new machines are coming out on the new frames, right? The new tables. And they have the new Clearview loading system is the new option on those tables, which is great. You can load the way you've always loaded, or you can load this new way. Well, so many people have been asking, are the old tables going to be retrofitted, or is there an option for being able to do that? And the answer is, it is coming, okay? It is coming probably in a couple of months. The side arms on your gallery frames, I think on the studio frame too, but I know for sure on the gallery frame because it applied to me, okay? So on the gallery frame, if you're keeping your frame in your system but you just want to have that new option, it is going to be coming. I don't know the price, I don't know the date, whatever, okay? I was just told that I can chatter about it, so it is coming, all right? I'm super excited about that. Okay, so that's with the machine stuff. Just reach out to us and we'll talk more about that. The last few things are I'm pretty much fully loaded, fully stocked up on the thread. Just remember the Omni. I pretty much exclusively use Omni here at MK Quilts. My machines love it. I use it top and bottom. Good value for the price you get on the cone, or the amount you get on the cone. So just on the website, order up whatever colors you want. We'll ship it to you. Make an adjustment on the price of the shipping, because it kind of starts to snowball on the shipping, and that's not our intent. We just need to cover the price of shipping to get it to you. Glide feet, I ordered a pretty big amount of glide feet about 6 weeks ago. Flat out sold them out within like a week and a half. Got more on order. Those will be the etched version. That's kind of special to us. Just remember, it's the Handy Quilter Glide Foot. I send out, I have it etched by a third party. Those etching lines, I have a YouTube video about that. They make it so awesome for marking. Okay, so they will be back up soon, and very soon. Okay, you got anything else, Mr. MK?
No.
Do you think these two are liking each other at all?
My productivity inhibitor, he's a little hard to get off my lap in the morning, but
all right, so let's I'm gonna stand up and try to walk with the camera, because you know I usually let you see what's on the frame when we end things here. So let me go over here. Whoa, sorry, I don't want to make you dizzy. So over here on McFinity this is what started it all, you guys. This is that quilt that I did the line drawing for, and that you all wanted to know, and then I decided to do the webinar. Now, here's the thing, you guys, and I think I posted about this maybe over on the Posse. I did that whole line drawing. I did that whole custom layout for her, and then she didn't want to do it. But you know what? I still love layout and rendering. I love doing the line drawings, and I love pulling that all together. And you know what? She didn't decide to go that. It was a little too pricey for her, but you know what? It's still about the process for me, and I like giving people the option. And besides, I was able to chatter with you about it. I'm going to be able to teach you more about the line drawings. So all is not lost, even though she decided to go with an inside fit panto and the piano key borders, which I'm chunking. And those are probably the videos that are my most popular, you guys. Layout and rendering #1, #2, and chunking the MK way. You get those 3 plus the pantos, you pretty much got my instruction on how I quilt here. I got nothing over here on McFusion right now. Got to go back and fish something out of the closet and get her loaded and get to quilting. So,
I do want to say something about training, and I'm seeing a lot of people struggling with getting updates installed or weird things happening. I know the Baby Lock people have some corrupted install files or whatever that I've been able to work through. So I'm still running the special for $25 for an hour of my time, getting online with you. You can probably learn a lot, answer a lot of questions. You just have to schedule a time with me. So that's always an option, and Sammy comes along.
Oh, and I didn't even talk about the update, you guys. I have updated all my machines with the update that just came out on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day that was. And everything is working okay for me here. And, you know, I know for me it's a frustration. I know for Handy Quilter it's a frustration when I have no problems, and then you got a problem. You know, I don't know what to say about that. There's just things that I guess we all do differently. Our systems are different. We're all running these on different computers. We got different virus software on there. We just got different stuff. So, yeah, I'm sorry, it is what it is.
There are 2 blog posts I put up there related to this. One is having an issue with getting the keyboard to pop up. Well, people that aren't in touch mode on their simulators don't get those pop-ups, but Melissa's never out of touch mode even on her simulator, so she didn't see that issue.
Yeah, so
you know,
but continue to chatter about it. We help when we can. We put out advice that we think is the best, and you know, we're happy to try to help when we can. All right, so thanks to Mr. MK and Samson for coming along today. Thanks to all of you for joining us, and until next time, from my studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.